Hey guys, Alex Riles here from Tech Data Security Solutions, and I'm really excited about the video today. We're going to be combining two of my favorite topics, which are cybersecurity and aviation. You may be wondering, how in the world am I going to work aviation into this discussion? So stay tuned, I assure you I'll get there. This conversation started because over the last 2 weeks, I've had 4 different people come to me and say, Alex, I want to pivot my career from something completely unrelated to cybersecurity. And so I've been thinking about this topic quite a bit lately, and I wanted to talk to all of you out there who might be in the same situation looking to pivot your career. We're going to break this discussion down into 2 categories. One is if you're coming from an IT background, have some sort of technology knowledge, and you're pivoting to cybersecurity. And 2, if you're starting with no background whatsoever in cyber, we're going to talk to you as well. So first of all, I want you to know that there is a huge opportunity in cybersecurity. In fact, by the end of this year, they're expecting almost 3.5 million unfilled job positions globally in cybersecurity. So the opportunities there and the career fields abound. So in cybersecurity alone, you could be a network engineer. Maybe you're a cloud security specialist, because cloud is actually managed a little differently than on-premise when it comes to security. You could be an application specialist, either developing application software in a secure way or monitoring applications for security posture in production. You could focus in identity and access management, architecting security solutions across an organization. You could be a pen tester, which is ethical hacking and a lot of fun. Incident response is what happens after you're breached. An incident responder comes in and figures out exactly what happened and how. A subcategory there is digital forensics, which is looking at the bits and bytes of your computers and figuring out how the bad guy got in. Cryptography, you could be a security trainer, you could be risk and compliance or audit focused, or even a cybersecurity analyst. Lots of career fields. There's adjacent career fields as well if you're coming from a background that's not so technical. We need program managers, we need software developers, we need data scientists, system analysts, sales and marketeers. We even need lawyers, believe it or not, because there's a lot of contracting when it comes to cybersecurity. So there's plenty of opportunity. But let's focus on the person who's coming from a technology background and looking to do one of those roles. My recommendation is that you start with a certification. There's no better way to tell an employer that you have a little bit of security knowledge than to show them a certification on your resume. You probably have job opportunities on your resume focused on server, storage, networking, or software when you're going after a cybersecurity position here. So I'm going to recommend a couple of certifications. First of all, a general certification is CompTIA's Security Plus. It focuses a little bit in a lot of areas like networking and cloud and password management and cryptography and many, many others, including compliance. If you have your Security Plus, then you have a good foundational knowledge of cybersecurity. The more advanced version of that is ISC Squared offers the Certified Information System Security Professional, the CISSP certification. There's 8 knowledge domains involved there. It's a lot of work and study in order to pass that certification, but it is more, I think of it more as a business certification almost than technical, because it's a lot of theory and knowledge, not so much how do you program a router or a firewall. So there's these 8 domains, and it requires 5 years of experience to be officially named a CISSP. So it's a little bit more of an advanced goal. I would do Security Plus first. A pen tester can go after the Certified Ethical Hacker certification offered by the EC Council. It's another great one that teaches you how you can ethically pen test and hack other companies. If you're cloud focused, ISC Squared offers the Certified Cloud Security Professional certification. And if you're more risk compliance audit focused and minded, ISACA offers the Certified Information System Auditor or CISA certification. That's a lot of fun, very business focused, very much driven on risk and compliance topics. Now, if you're a little more technical, a lot of customers have Cisco. So Cisco's Certified Network Associate, CCNA certification actually has a tremendous amount of cybersecurity knowledge in that cert. So getting your CCNA from Cisco is another really smart move. These are not all the certifications you might go after, but certainly some of the ones I would focus on first if I were looking at a technical role with an IT background. Now let's talk about the people who have no background in technology or IT whatsoever, and you're looking to pivot your career over into cybersecurity. And this gets into a funny story. So many of you know that I've been working on my private pilot's license renewal here recently. I got my license 20 years ago, but I took a hiatus to put my girls through private school. And now that that's done, I'm back to it, and I'm about 15 hours into my recertification. So yesterday, my pilot, my certified flight instructor, and I were flying from Phoenix, Arizona up to Sedona. In fact, we flew right over the Phoenix Class Bravo airspace directly above the Phoenix airport in a small general aviation airplane, which was super fun and a little scary. But we were on our way to Sedona, which is so beautiful. The airport's on a plateau surrounded by mountains. Halfway up on the trip, my flight instructor turned to me and said, "Alex, I was thinking about signing up for a 24-week cybersecurity boot camp. What do you think?" And I was shocked because he's 1,000 hours into working his way to the airlines, and I did not expect him to be asking me about a cybersecurity boot camp. But he's looking for a backup plan because a lot of the airlines are struggling right now, and he's not sure he's going to get picked up over the next couple of years. So he knew cybersecurity was a growth area in the industry and the market, and he wanted some advice. So we had a great conversation up there. And let me share with you some of the things that I told him. First of all, I said getting a boot camp under your belt is a great idea for an entry level into cybersecurity. It's not going to give you a full range of foundational knowledge and everything you're going to need to know, but it will teach you the language of security and start you down the journey. At the same time, I said, go get a job as a SOC analyst for a small managed service provider. A SOC analyst is a great entry-level position in cybersecurity because you don't have to be an expert. A security operations center is receiving events and alerts from all over the network into one location where an analyst can analyze it and figure out what to do. And the great part is they have run books that are instructions that say, if you see this event, do this activity. So you as an analyst, as an entry-level analyst, get to review the run book, act upon it as it describes, and you'll learn from there for a couple of years. Great entry-level position. IT help desk is another good entry-level position to learn about communicating with people and to learn about support cases. You'll learn little about server storage, networking, and software as a help desk operator so you can work yourself into a security role. While you're doing that, you need to learn a little bit of software development as well. Code.org offers free programming lessons in lots of languages. I would recommend maybe Python or possibly PHP. You need to learn a little bit about web application servers, and PHP is a web development software language. You don't need to be an expert programmer. You need to know enough to be dangerous because a lot of cybersecurity is analyzing some code. I would also recommend CompTIA's A+ certification, which is about learning servers, and Network Plus, which is about learning network architecture, before you get to your Security Plus that's a little bit more advanced and requires that foundational knowledge. Another thought for you is Cybrary.it offers free video training on lots of cyber topics that you can watch in your own time. And YouTube is obviously your friend. Lots of great YouTube videos out there that you can watch on a regular basis to learn how to speak the language of security. Buy a Raspberry Pi. It's a little printed circuit board that you can load an operating system called Raspbian on it, and then install Kali Linux, which comes with a lot of cybersecurity tools that are open source to let you play and learn and figure out how password management works. And it's a great way to learn cybersecurity as well. If you're a Tech Data partner, we also want to recommend our Tech Data Cyber Range here in Phoenix, Arizona, cyberrange.techdata.com. We have a lot of tools and utilities for you to learn a little bit about cybersecurity as well. So I hope this video has been helpful for you to think about how to pivot your career from a non-cybersecurity career into cybersecurity. It's absolutely possible for all ranges and levels of skill, and I would encourage you to do it. Once again, check me out on my YouTube channel. Just search for Alex Riles, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Thanks.